Hi and good morning. What a glorious day today it is. It's bright out there. It looks like spring is here for real and summer is on the way. Now, we've been studying the second chapter of the Songs of Songs and I concluded that yesterday with a recap. So we are starting a brand new chapter and this is the third chapter of the Songs of Songs. It may be starting with a low kind of a tone, but it's necessary for us to start there so that we can be able to move on and see where it is leading us. So Songs of Songs chapter 3 verse 1, this is what it says. All night long on my bed, I looked for the one my heart loves. I looked for him but did not find him. When I was trying to think on the way to relate to this verse or also how to relate it to you, the only way I could think of it is when someone has broken away from a relationship, either they have walked away or someone has walked away from them and they feel heartbroken. So they may be having that longing, particularly when they go to sleep, and if that space used to be occupied by another person, then they may be looking for them and they're no longer there. But the worst place where those people are missed is in the heart. So you may be looking for them, particularly in the night, thinking about them, and that longing will be in there and you will be feeling like the night is too long. To make the matters worse, even the days, they feel like they are night and they are longer. So why do I say this? All night long on my bed, I looked for the one my heart loves. I looked for him, but I did not find him. Let me bring in the parallel of Jesus. Most of the time, you may be just thinking, no, I'm not affected by this because I don't know Jesus or I don't need Jesus. But let me say this. If you have walked away from the relationship with God, which the Bible says that all of us have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. When we have walked away from this relationship, there is a gap that is left in our lives, in our hearts. It's only when we sit down and start thinking, what is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? That is when we know for sure it is difficult. And we could be looking for the one the heart loves. And you may not find what it is that you love in this life. There are those gaps. There is a hole that is in our hearts that needs to be filled in. But it can only be filled in with the love of God. So if you do not know Jesus today and you're trying to seek the meaning of life, you're trying to find the purpose for this life, let me say this. It may feel like night, but when God comes to you, remember the last verse of the second chapter of the Songs of Songs, I says the shadows disappear. When you let Jesus to be the center of your life, the shadows disappear. He becomes the light of your world. And when you start to learn the person of Jesus and his teachings, life becomes purposeful and meaningful. So this morning, it's a Sunday, as you go to church, as you go about your day-to-day activities, remember this. Jesus is calling you. He's calling you to himself. He has not left you. He has never stopped loving you. God has never stopped loving you. It's for you to come back to him and to find him. The Bible says, seek and you will find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Ask and it shall be given. So ask the Lord to come into your life today and start afresh so that that longing in your heart will be filled in. That hole in the heart will be filled. Remember, weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. The joy that only comes from the dawning of the Spirit of God in your heart. And that comes through believing the person of Jesus. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Be refreshed and know that God for sure loves you. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.